Let's go live now to CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga. Nicole, you and I talked offline that very night that this happened. I remember seeing you underneath a table, cool, calm, collected, and yet informing the public in real time. What do we know by today about the suspect and any charges he faces? We know he's going to make his first court appearance today.
Yeah, the suspect will make his first court appearance today around 3 p.m. What we know for sure is that he will face a weapons charge and a charge of assaulting a law enforcement officer. That is, of course, that Secret Service Uniform Division officer who was hit by at least one round of buckshot from the alleged gunman's handgun and shotgun. We're not sure which weapon it was that fired off. We believe that it was the shotgun, Reed. But that will be the first time that we see the suspect in court. Shortly thereafter, we will hear from the Attorney General, Todd Blanche. We will hear from the FBI Director, Kash Patel, and also U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro regarding those charges. We do anticipate that more charges will be added, possibly a charge confronting and handling this suspect's alleged intent to target and possibly assassinate the President of the United States. There is a charge for that, of course, a federal charge. And so I do anticipate more charges. And investigators have made very clear they will add even more charges if that is where the evidence leads them.
Nicole, what is so striking to me, my friend, is that before any of us were talking about security that night, the man who is going to face a judge on charges for doing this, he was raising it before any of us were. What kind of readout do you have from the fact that he was commenting in real time at how he felt security was lax?
I think there is perhaps a misconception of what the role of the Secret Service is and what areas of the Washington Hilton are meant to be secure. The lobby of the Washington Hilton, the hotel rooms above, that ballroom that is there in the lower level of the Washington Hilton, they're what the Secret Service refers to as dirty. And there is no Secret Service presence there at the time of this event. There has never been. And so you will see Metropolitan Police mulling about. You'll see Hilton staffers mulling about, but those areas are not kept secure by the U.S. Secret Service. I think there is a question of, for everyone who attends the pre-parties that are in those areas, whether or not there should be tighter security there. But it is not a surprise to those Secret Service agents I've been speaking about that this individual was able to bring legal firearms into the hotel despite the President of the United States being there. I think what questions this all raises is CBS News did first learn that the gunman went from the 10th story where his hotel room was through an interior stairwell of the Washington Hilton to what is known as the terrace level, one level above that ballroom where, of course, that key access point would be. Now, we know that the alleged gunman emerged on the terrace level from that interior stairwell. A big question I have, why were Secret Service agents not lining that particular stairwell? Typically, SOP would be you would have an agent that would be 2 stories above watching for any traffic there. But we do know that that individual, that gunman, made it about 45 yards in a dead sprint before he was tackled by Secret Service agents who were in one of the many concentric rings surrounding the dinner itself. So agents who I've been speaking with today, and I spoke with a former site coordinator for the White House Correspondents Dinner in the Washington Hilton, say that the security plan that was in place was actually executed. I do think there are questions about whether this event should have been elevated to what is known as a national special security event, similar to the Super Bowl, similar to the inauguration, but that event would have made this look very different. You would have seen the hotel lockdown. You would have seen no guests allowed to check into the hotel. It would have looked much more like a police state.
Right.
And as one agent told me, if it looks like that, what are we protecting? So there is this sort of balance here. But agents I've been speaking to do feel like the security plan in this instance, however scary it was for everyone there, did work.
Nicole Sganga, thank you so much. And once again, for our audience, if you haven't seen Nicole's reporting from underneath that table, go to her social media. It is compelling and fascinating to watch. Nicole, thank you so much.